Hey guys, this is early 1981 and welcome back to the Golf Club 2019. Before we do begin today's course review, I thought I would show you guys what I do carry in my golf bag. Now, quite a few of you have been asking recently, early, what clubs do you use? So, as you can see here, I am on the Master set. I do obviously use a driver, 285 yards. I then go down to the 2-wood. It is quite a hard club to hit, especially when you start lofting it, but it is a really good club for me. It goes 253 yards, carry, and then we drop down to the 1-iron, which is probably, in my opinion, the hardest club to hit in the game, especially when you do start lofting it and de-lofting it. It is very, very hard to hit. But I think it's such a good club. It covers so many yardage. I mean, when I fully loft this thing, it doesn't seem to adjust the yardage at all. It seems to still carry the 234 yards, but it's such a good club to have in the bag. It really helps me out with that gap with a 253 to the 234. I then drop down to the 5 hybrid. I think that is a very, very handy club to have in because especially longer shots into the green, for some reason the hybrids seem to sit down on the greens a lot quicker than, say, a longer iron due to the loft you are getting on the ball. And then we go to the 5 iron, which 194, 6 iron, 7 iron, 8 iron, 9 iron. Them clubs speak for themselves. It's basic, really. And then we go to the wedges. Now, I carry every wedge in the game because I am I like to think that I'm an accurate player. And obviously, the way my pattern is, I try to leave myself as close to the pins as possible. So we go for the pitching wedge, which goes 136. Gap wedge, which is 122. Sam wedge, which is 108. And then the lob wedge. Now, obviously, I think I've covered most yardages. I've never really felt, since I've had this setup, that, oh, I'm really in between clubs. If I am, then you've got options with lofting and de-lofting, and obviously we've got the putter. But there you go, guys. I do hope that helps out some of yous. It might not be for everyone. I mean, that is more for my game, but it's probably the best setup I've had on the Golf Club 2019. So I really hope this helps you out. If it does, please leave a like on the video. Let's get on to the live course review now. Hey guys, this is early 1981 and welcome back to the Golf Club 2019. I do hope that you enjoyed seeing what's in my golf bag, and hopefully it does help some of you out. So let's get on to this course review. We are revisiting a course that we did play and review in the Golf Club 2, and it is Kiawah Island Golf Resort, and it is going to be the Ocean course. This one is by West 52502. Do hope I've got that right. But yeah, the Ocean course has hosted major golf tournaments, including the Ryder Cup in 1991, the World Cup in 1997 and 2003, and the PGA Championship in 2012. Obviously, the Ocean course is the most famous course at Kiawah Island, and it opens in 1991. It was designed by Pete and Alice Dye. The course was designed so that players have a view of the shoreline of the Atlantic Ocean, but also to expose golfers to the often strong winds in the area. So, the Ocean course did feature in the 2000 film The Legend of Bagger Vance. If you have not seen that film yet, I highly recommend you check it out. And in October 2008, the Ocean course became the first course to be available to play in the online video game that was developed by World Golf Tour. Helicopters equipped with cameras and GPS tracking devices were used to photograph and record the entire course to produce an accurate simulation. So let's get into this. I've got no idea how this is going to go. My swing is so erratic at the moment, very temperamental. As you can see, everything is default. We do have 4 tee options. We are going to be playing off the black tees, which are playing 7,724 yards, and pin set number 1. I do hope that you're all well. You're sitting down, comfortable, relaxed, and hopefully I can entertain you for the next 40 odd minutes. So let's begin round. Huge thank you to everyone who continues to support the channel, and welcome on board to the new subscribers. So, hole number 1 is a par 4 playing 397 yards, stroke index 13.
Begin. We have a par 4 first hole on this course today. Let's have a nice tee shot. See what happens from there. Let's do this.
So the pin location looks to be just off centre to the right hand side. Just going to show you the course details. I'm sure it's a par 72. Fairways are firm, I do believe. Fairways are firm, greens are normal, and the green speed is medium fast. So hopefully we can get things sitting down on these greens. Wind speed is very mild compared to what our round was earlier today on the Hells Ridge. Decent swing to start us off. Not ideal, but it's decent. It's going to find the centre of the fairway. Probably going to be a pitch shot, I would now imagine, into this green. It is still my Achilles heel, the pitch shot, I am afraid. Just going to loft that up 2 touches with a 9-iron. Just trying to get this to bite. The slope's going to take us to the right.
Looks like you'll be putting.
Could be quite close, this one. It's one of the best pitch shots I've played in the game today.
3 feet to the hole.
So
here.
hopefully I can walk away with birdie here. The green speeds are 163. Very little movement in this one. And we do start off with a birdie on the first hole. Always nice to pick that up.
Starting your round under par. Not bad.
So let's move on to hole number 2, which is a par 5, playing 558 yards, stroke index 15. Huge left hand side bunker, and the Atlantic Ocean is in play on the left here. Imagine with a good drive here, could be close to reaching this green in 2, depending on the wind. Looks a nasty green and pin location.
Nice drive.
So swing is pleasing so far, and we've really opened up our line of sight to this green now. I would like to think we could attack this with a 2-wood. I think we could probably get there. We are going to rely maybe on a kick, but if we are long, we've got a slope there. It may take us back towards the pin. Decent strike. We are going to be long, so I would like to think that this could well come back off the slope here, and this could work out really well. Should come back. Let's just help it speed it up a bit. Didn't come back as well as I would have liked, but probably looking about a 12-foot putt for eagle. 11 foot. Not much in this one. It's 1 inch downhill. It is going to turn to the right. It's got a chance. Oh, just really turned aggressively that last couple of feet.
Yeah, you didn't miss that eagle by much.
Hopefully we do convert this birdie, which we do, and we do start off with back-to-back birdies, which is always nice. And we move to 2 under par. Let's move on to hole number 3, which is a par 4, playing 393 yards, and it is a stroke index 5. But guys, if you've not seen it yet, I did put a poll on my channel just in a post. So please go and check that out if you haven't done so already, and please give me your honest thoughts, and I will do a video on the results of that poll. Really like to get your guys' thoughts on it. So it looks like I don't want to go too right here. It looks like we may kick off the fairway to the right. I've put a fast on that. I'm going to be in the bunker. Wow. First poor swing of the round, really, tempo-wise. We did pull it left, so probably going to be dropping shot here now. Ball's buried. Still going to come up short. Just looking to leave flop shot at worst. It's another fast. I'll tell you what, if this sits, I really didn't expect that to... Oh, come on. Oh, bye-bye ball. I really didn't expect that to come out as well as that. I mean, according to the lie we had, that ball should have got nowhere near there. really rely on a flop shot here. Don't spin back. Oh, wow. Hopefully we've got... Oh, wow, look at that ball still moving about. It just shows you some of these greens are brutal.
Okay, let's see what you can do with his 8-footer.
Sometimes that ball doesn't check up coming out the light rough, or rough. Sometimes it does. It's really something that needs to be addressed. 4. This is a nasty putt. Oh, I tell you what, what a par save that is. Wow. What a putt that is to save the par. So we remain at level. At level? We remain at 2 under par through 3 holes. Hole number 4 is a par 4, playing 464 yards, stroke index 7. Really nice ocean views here. That bunker on the right hand side is certainly in play. Oh, I tell you what, I'm not taking the risk of hitting driver there. We're just going to play a 2-wood.
Now that was a swing.
There we go, perfect, perfect. Should work its way down the fairway really nicely here. So I think we definitely made the correct decision there. Driver would have been a bit risky if you ask me.
Around 190 yards
so
out.
190 yards. With this wind behind me, just really de-lofting this 6-iron. Just try to kick this on from the fringe or the fairway. It's a really nice contact there. That's coming up short. Wow. Wow. Really surprised at that. Another yard or two. That would have been such a nice shot. Really attacking this. Oh, just miss out on a chip in for the birdie. And hopefully we can convert this simple tap in for the par, which we do, and we are going to remain 2 under. I do believe when I played and reviewed this course on the Golf Club 2, I shot an 8 under. I think my game wasn't great that day. I'm sure it was an 8 under. So hole number 5 is a par 3, playing 199 yards, stroke index 9. But wow, these bunkers must have taken some amount of time to lay down. See, this is a green that I don't think you're going to get rewarded for playing a good shot. It just looks like here it's sloping all the way down, and if you're past the green you're going to be punished. So we're just going to play a touch of draw here, and we're basically fully lofting this 5-iron up. It's a really nice strike.
Ooh, looking good, looking good.
This should be decent. No. That's what I was on about, the way that green is. Not too impressed with that green, to be honest. I don't think you're... I think if this is the case, some of these shots that you're playing, you're not going to get rewarded. It is a makeable... It's a makeable birdie opportunity here, though. It's got a chance. Oh my goodness. We just missed that on the edge. On another day that drops. So we're just picking up a par there. And we are going to remain 2 under par. To my knowledge, this course was ported over. It's not like he started from scratch again. It's just a straightforward port. I can't recall the greens being as difficult as they were on the Golf Club 2 is what they are currently here. I mean, some of the greens and the pin positions I don't think are ideal when you're trying to attack the pins. But hole number 6 is a par 4, playing 481 yards, stroke index 3. And as you can see there with a flyby, very narrow fairways here. Just looking to cheat a bit of this. Oh, bunkered. I've hit it fast. Going to be in big trouble here. Because we are now not reaching this in 2. And that ball's going to be buried. So just my swing at the moment is really causing me a bit of concern. Going to have to go 4 iron, 9 iron. The ball's going to move to the left. Probably looking at a pitch shot here. Which is not going to be ideal for me. It's not my go-to shot. Hopefully we can get a good up and down here. But I tell you what, let's have a look at the flop options here. Because I would like to think I could get this close. With a fast. There's a fast. So we do have an 11-foot putt here, 5 inches down. This is going to turn to the right. Hopefully we read this well and walk away with the par save. Yes, that's a fantastic putt, fantastic par save, and we are going to remain at 2 under par. So, hole number 7 is a par 5, playing 561 yards, stroke index 17. Should be looking to make birdie here, depending on the wind. I don't think we're going to reach this in 2. Looks like there's a lip on the fairway there, which is not going to allow the ball to run up cleanly. But we do have a favourable wind actually. Need to put a clean drive on this. No, I've pushed that right. Once again, we are going to be in the bunker. I am just not swinging well today at all. And I tell you what, this is going to be really difficult to get out of. Just struggling today, guys, to be honest. I'm not prepared to go any lower than a 6 iron here. I just need to get over this lip here. It's another fast. Hopefully this is going to be lob wedge or sand wedge into the green, but my swing is really starting to concern me on these master clubs. I believe that with that wind, lob wedge is the ideal club, and I just don't get what I'm doing wrong, because this should be all over it. Fantastic approach shot there. I mean, I am swinging the exact same there as I am for the fast, so really getting inconsistent outcomes at the moment, which is really frustrating. And we do manage to drop that birdie putt and move to 3 under par. So despite not playing well, we're going along okay. I mean, we're certainly not lighting the course on fire by any means, but 3 under through 7 holes. Let's move on to hole number 8, which is a par 3, playing 197 yards, stroke index 11. And double figure wins, this course will become a real challenge. Certainly don't want to be long there. Look at that. If you're 7-8 feet past the flag, the ball's disappearing. Oh wow, maybe not even as much as that. I'm going to say if you're 2 or 3 feet past that flag, you're in big trouble. Just lofting the 6 iron up a few touches here. Wow, this is a really difficult shot. Just lofting that up one more. Decent strike. This should be a great shot. This should be really well rewarded. And it is. And that is a fantastic approach shot. I don't think we could have played that much better. Barrett dropping for the ace. And hopefully we are going to move to 4 under par. I kind of think, I'm going to be honest, I think this scoreline kind of flatters me at the moment, because the way I'm playing, I wouldn't expect to be 4 under par with some of the swings and some of the hazards I found myself in, but somehow we are. So let's move on to the final hole of the front nine, and it is hole number 9, which is a par 4, playing 495 yards, stroke index 1, which means it is the most difficult hole on the course. Plenty of work to do here by the looks of things. Once again, very small greens and very challenging pin locations. Very narrow fairway. I've put a fast on that. I'm really relying on the wind to help me out here, and I don't think it is. Might get a kick right though. Very fortunate kick. Very fortunate kick. I'm getting quite a few breaks today. Right, once again, my concern here is that if you're a wee bit long, this ball's disappearing down there. I think that's something West needs to address. So I'm just de-lofting the 7-iron and trying to bump this on from the fairway. Lee, I've pulled that left, so we're going to win nowhere near the fairway. It's going to be bunkered, I would imagine. Oh, wow. It's probably going to... Look at that, it's just... gaining. That was like a pinball machine, that. Wow. Just my swing is so erratic. So once again, relying on my short game just to walk away with par here. And look at this. If you're honestly, if you're like 2 feet past that pin, that ball's disappearing. Oh, this is a challenging shot. No. Very surprised that it came out as far as that. I do know I hit fast, but I didn't expect it to end up 31 yards away after I'd lofted it up. So we are going to be looking at our first drop shot of the round. Unfortunately, a lot of work to do here. And that is a horrendous chip shot. So, our first drop shot of the round is going to be in hole number 9 with this bogey after a poor approach shot. Poor drive as well, which we got away with. So, fair deflection of the way I played that hole. Let's move on to hole number 10, which is a par 4, playing 440 yards, stroke index 12. Once again, quite a common theme with the fairways being fairly narrow, plenty hazards in and around. Once again, just do not like the look of these greens. Greens don't excite me. I cannot put a fast on this. I haven't done. Look at that. Needed to hold my nerve there, and I probably came away with the best swing of the round by a mile. Probably going to be a 9-iron, maybe 8-iron into this green now. Oh, pitching wedge. Wow. I think this club's bang on. Could maybe use this little... Just lofting it up twice. Just going to try and use this little mind here to my advantage. Really nice strike. One should really take us round. And we're all over that pin. Like a rash. Trickled on a little bit further than I would have liked. For moderate greens, shots don't seem to sit down as well as I would expect them to. We do have birdie opportunity here. 6-footer, turns right into the centre of the cup, and we get that drop shot from the previous hole straight away back, and we do progress back to 4 under par. Hole number 11 is a long par 5, playing 592 yards, but at the same time, it's saying it's the easiest hole on the course with stroke index 18, so hopefully I can take full advantage of that. Very narrow fairways there, huge bunkers either side. Certainly lots of work to do here. There's no way we're reaching this in 2, so I'd imagine a good drive, good layup shot. Pushed it right and played it fast, so we're going to be left hand side of the fairway here. It should kick to the right by the looks of things. It has done. And we've played that rather well. So 284 yards. This is just going to be a layup shot. It looks, I've got no idea what kind of kick we're going to get here. Hopefully it's a favourable one. Just looking to carry the bunker and leave a pitch or a flop shot. Not the kindest of bounces, but we are up near the flag stick. I reckon. Let me see. I reckon this flop shot is the shot. Just de-lofting that. It shouldn't spin for me. This should run out. Just going to come up a bit short. I would have liked that another 6 or 7 feet closer. But we do have a birdie opportunity. It is going to be a tough one. I think it's breaking certainly more to the right. Really needs to start to turn. Oh, that's a poor putt. And I've put that about 5 feet past. That was a poor birdie attempt. It really didn't turn as much as I expected it to. So, failed to birdie the easiest hole on the course. Just walking away with par there. I've not played par 5s well recently. I really haven't. And we are going to remain at 4 under par. Hole number 12 is a par 4, playing 466 yards, stroke index 14. Wow. All of a sudden the course has kind of went dark. Totally different look to this. The colours now. Let's see if we can pick up anything here. Wow, once again, very challenging greens. 2 mile per hour winds. I'm going to be in trouble again with that fast. We're just going to find the left hand side of this fairway. Just fortunately, if you look at my swing line, I am slightly pushing it right, which is kind of preventing the ball from just going hard left. Just not having a good day at the office with my swing at the moment. Let's say it's playing 146 into that wind, just lofting it up 1. 3 touches, because this is a downhill slope that we're on. The ball's going to come back to the right of the flag from the left with a slope on the green. That's a really good swing. I'm hoping this is all over this. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Get in. Oh my goodness. It lipped out. Wow. We lipped out for the eagle there. Hopefully we can convert this little 3-footer for the birdie and move to 5 under par. But what an approach shot. If you haven't already done so, please hit the like button. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button for future The Golf Club 2019 content. So hole 13 is a par 4, playing 498 yards, stroke index 8. Cluster of bunkers up there on the left hand side. Once again, very narrow fairways. Water is in play on the right hand side, so plenty hazards. You really have to swing well, especially off the tee box on this course, or you are going to be punished. The risk reward element is there, especially the risk, but the reward I'm not seeing much of, especially with the way some of the greens are situated. I would really like to see you rewarded for better approach shots into the green. I just think some of the slopes in the green, if you're 1 or 2 feet away from the cut, it's going to take the ball away from the hole. I think the course is tough enough. Okay, I think this club is good enough. I'd rather be short than long here, looking at the green there. That's a nice strike. One should take us round, and this should be fairly close to the pin here. Wow, didn't expect that to run on as far as that. I mean, I don't know what it is. These greens seem more firm than moderate to me, as just nothing seems to be sitting down. Once again, just don't feel I'm being rewarded for a good shot into the green. "15-footer up 4 inches. Got a chance. Oh, that's another lip out for me. It's the second or third lip out we have had in the round. Just played that a bit too firm, arguably. We do convert the par putt. So, 5 under we're going to remain for the round. Moving on to hole number 14, which is a par 3, playing 235 yards, stroke index 6. Beautiful view of the Atlantic Ocean on our right hand side there. A couple of boats in the water. But wow, once again, need to be very accurate in here. Let's see. Put a fast on this, you're in big trouble with a bunker. I think the 5 hybrid's perfect club. I've done exactly that. I've talked myself into that, so I'm going to be kicking into the bunker here, and we're going to be in all kinds of trouble. Oh, wow. All kinds of trouble here. I'm actually lofting this up a touch, because that slope that we're on here, and that actually looks like it feeds down towards the flag. Come on. I am amazed at that. I am amazed at that. So, I'm going to be dropping once again at least one more shot. I think I can attack this. It's going to de-loft it a touch. Turn, turn. Oh. Decent effort, but look at the swing line. My swing is just not being good enough today. My swing tempo has not been good enough. But I'll be honest, I don't think the swing tempo is me all the time. I get perfects when I feel I'm swinging the same. It's when I get perfect fast. So 2 bogeys, and it's really harmed our round. We could have been 7 under, but we are now back to 4 under here. And hole number 15 is a par 4, playing 445 yards, stroke index 10. Once again, the lighting on the course has totally changed. Just not a huge fan of the greens here, if I'm going to be honest. I think that's something West needs to address. Where it's been a fault in the port, I just don't feel you're being rewarded at times due to the greens. It's a really nice swing. This should run out for me. Just going to move to the left off this slope. Hopefully we find this flat surface. It's a really good tee shot there. 319 yards, sorry. So gap wedge in. That wind, wow. I think this club's perfect. This should be all over this. Should come back off the slope. Come on. So we do have a birdie opportunity. It is a tough one. I'm just playing this right at the centre. Should break back. It does. And we do pick up the birdie there. And we move back. It's just like a merry-go-round. We move back to 5 under. for the round. Let's see if we can go on and improve on that now. Hole number 16 is a par 5, playing 581 yards, stroke index 16. It is a beautiful course, plays really well. I just think the greens are letting it down. I mean, I'm not swinging well, but I do know that when you play certain shots into the green, you should be rewarded more, and I think just 3 or 4 holes have not been rewarded. I mean, the risk reward element's there, like I said earlier, but it's more you're getting punished. It doesn't seem that you're getting rewarded for good shots. You're certainly getting punished for not playing the right shot. But there's no balance that I can see for playing a good shot. Pushed that one slightly right, but it should be perfectly fine. Fairway breaks to the left. Once again, it's going to be close whether or not we can reach this green in 2. I think we certainly can. We're going to be long, but I'd rather be long than short here. It's a beautiful strike. Going to be looking at a chip shot for eagle here. At worst, we should be walking away with birdie. Just going to fully loft this up. I am really attacking this. See if we can actually hit the flagstick here. Oh, wow. Should be a simple tap in for birdie. Missed a putt like this previously, I think, on this round. Certainly didn't miss that one. And we do move to 6 under par. Is that our first birdie on a par 5? No, we did birdie the whole... No, Lee, be quiet. We birdied the 2nd and the 7th. So let's move on to hole number 17, which is a par 3, playing 224 yards, stroke index 2, and this is a beautiful looking hole. Water is certainly in play here. Certainly not looking... Going to probably... I think this club here is perfect. I think this club here is absolutely perfect. This should be good. Come on, just find this little slope. The only thing with that is the green does slope away from the hole, so you're never really going to get close to this hole. So 20-foot putt, 2 inches uphill. It's really going to turn hard left here. I'll tell you what, it's got a chance. Oh, wow, weight was absolutely sublime. Just missed that. A matter of feet for the birdie. We do convert the par, and we are going to remain at 6 under par through 17 holes. Let's move on to the final hole, which is hole number 18, and it is a long par 4, playing 501 yards, stroke index 4. Beautiful sandy beaches to your right there, right next to the Atlantic Ocean. There is the clubhouse coming into view. Slight dog leg right. Looks like it could be quite a challenge, this hole. Certainly going to be a longer tee shot. Longer approach shot after the tee shot here. Really must hit fairway here. Not the cleanest of swings, but it's going to be fine. Imagine it's going to be a 5 or 6 iron into this green here. But certainly an enjoyable course, certainly worth a play. The way I'm looking at playing this is just totally de-lofting the 7 iron here and just really having a go at this. Really looking to run this up the green. Just once again, it's so hard to get near the pin position due to the green. I mean, if I was trying to fire right at the green there, you'll just look at the slopes and the breaks. Very, very hard to get anywhere near them. And this is going to be a tough putt just to get par here. So 22 feet. Severe break to the left. This, like I say, just a lag putt. Just looking to walk away with par here. Birdie would be a complete bonus. And look at that. It's just going to keep turning and turning and turning. And that is what lets this course down, I'm afraid, is the greens. So par putt to finish for 6 under. Oh, Lee, what a silly way to finish the round. Look at my putt line and way to putt just let me down there. So just a criminal bogey to be given back to the course. So we are going to finish at 5 under. Did really enjoy my round here. I'm not going to lie, the greens are a bit frustrating. I think the greens need looked at. I think they need ironed out, and you need to be rewarded for certain shots, especially on that flagstick. Certainly worth a favourite there from West52502. I'm going to give it a 4-star because, one, visually it's beautiful. From tee to fairway, the greens, the course plays tough. It's the greens that let it down, in my opinion. And like I say, this is just my opinion. Some of you might think that's a 4-star. Some of you might think it's a 5. Some of you might think it's a 3. But in my opinion, that is a 4-star. But that is it for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please hit the like button. If you are new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. And I will see you all in the next one. Take care, peace out, and love you all.